Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Happy birthday if this is still your birthday this week. I'm actually going to pull a birthday message card for you, but I think that it usually seems to go somehow with the whole overall. So welcome to Moonlit Waters. This is a free offering I do every week when I do these weekly readings. So if you'd like to show your support, just hit the thumbs up. I truly appreciate it when you do that. All right, so, okay, wow. So this can't be for everybody. That's why I have 3. All right, so let's start with the one that would be for everybody. Probably is having their birthday this week. We have Flower Power. There we go, Flower Power. It says, spend time with the flowers and flower essence to increase your personal healing power. So an opportunity to really heal would be to do, maybe take a bath where you put some lavender in it, that's flowers, or gardenia, or whatever you like, maybe orange, because orange blossom is a flower. But anyways, also gardening. Gardening is a really great way. It's like, depending on, it's a seasonal change no matter where you are in the world. And so, sometimes you're putting the garden to bed. Sometimes you are putting stuff out for the spring. So whatever you're doing, get your hands in the dirt and just really connect with nature. You have here sun. Your sun is watched over and protected as he explores his world. So for those of you who have a sun, there feels like there's extra protection going on right now, in case there's any of you that are worried about it. This little fairy dude, he's playing with a frog in the water there. It's super cute. So he's not gonna fall in. He's fine. He's just exploring his world. So if your child has gone off to college or is in a relationship that you're like, or whatever it is, like maybe not feeling well, for a few of you, you have the marriage card. The fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. So, some of you are going to a wedding, some of you are getting married, some of you are getting engaged, maybe you're being engaged for your happy birthday. That's wonderful. So, that looks really good. All right, let's get into the energy of this week. This is for October 18th through the 24th. This is a week where we have a full moon. The first 3 days we have the moon in Aries, and Aries really wants us to explore our inner child. It is in your 7th house of partnership if you are a Libra rising, and there's this energy of the first 3 weeks of first 3 days of being inspired to take action toward your dreams. So I think some of you, that might be the engagement thing. We have Mercury moving direct on Monday. We have Jupiter moving direct on Monday. And then on Wednesday, there's that full moon. And so that full moon is it's at 27 degrees of Aries. That full moon is opposing both the sun conjunct Mars, which rules Aries. And so there's this energy of really wanting to be inspired to take action, because now we got almost all the planets are moving forward. I think Uranus is the only one left in retrograde at this time. So there's this energy of really things are going to start picking up the speed. We still have Mercury in shadow, even though it's direct, which means it's still doing some editing. It's still going over the lessons that it's picked up over the last couple of weeks about something. And so it's going to want to be, progressing forward. But Jupiter's like, oh yeah, we can expand that. And so I feel like there's a real opportunity to move things forward. But first, with that full moon, you need to release and let go. There is a need to release and let go in order to create space for yourself that will help you to do this. And so you have here inspiration and destruction. So release your anger. That is an Aries card. Okay, so releasing your anger, I think it's more about letting it go. Like, not being angry so much as being willing to say, yeah, I'm not okay with that, and I am inspired to take action to do something that really moves things in the way I want them to go. Like, that's not working. That hasn't been working. And so I do want to caution you that the sun conjunct conjunct Mars is very combustible energy. It is like that new moon, that energy was a little hidden, and now it's not so much. So something might have been boiling underneath for a few weeks, and it could boil over. It's like the slow boil over situation, and now all of a sudden it just goes. So, I mean, I just heard nuclear option. So, really want to encourage you to see that you don't blow up your world. You know, you can walk away from a situation without talking to Libra. Okay. All right. So they're like, we know. I'm like, all right. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I see it. So for some of you, yeah, look at this. You have Dionysus, ecstasy. And some of you have some really nice relationships going on. And we have Alu, skill. So I think it's going to take your skill of negotiation to manage a situation this week. What are your superpowers? Think about what they are and be willing to tap into them. All right. So that is like, so this full moon and is going to, there's a real chance to be really inspired this week for how you can use your skill or to be in a relationship. But I think you need to watch out for a temper, an emotional outburst. All right. So let's take a look at what's going on Thursday at 3. I wrote 3:05 p.m., which is not a thing. The moon is going to move into Taurus. And this moon in Taurus is very grounding and very practical, but it is they want me to back up because I forgot to tell you something really important. This is why it's going to be so explosive. All right, so there is a T-square. Okay, so this is energy to really transform your life because you've got the moon and opposing the sun conjunct Mars, but they're both in a square that makes it a grand T square with Pluto at 27 degrees of Capricorn. And so it is going to be through destroying some kind of a system. Okay, so this is different. This is not explosive energy. So what they're showing me is you have to tear down some system of something in order to rebuild it, in order to make it really work for you. And so that's where you may be inspired to use your skills to really create something new. And so it may not be that you have this big outburst. It could be that you go, yeah, the way we've been doing this isn't working. And so we're going to just scrap this whole project and we're going to start it all over. So some of you may be literally rebuilding a piece of property, or you might be rebuilding a website, or you might, there's something where it's like whatever it was, it needs to be, it wasn't structured properly and it's not going to work. But I feel like you have the skill and the inspiration to figure out what it is and what needs to be done. So that is really excellent energy. Okay, so that practical approach that's coming when the moon moves into Taurus is going to be really beneficial. It is a time kind of to take a look at, you know, what's going on with us and who we are, to figure out what we really enjoy and what we really like. Pleasure is definitely a word that you would use with Taurus. So there will be a slowing down and an appreciation for how you want to put things together in a way that's really, really enjoyable. Although that moon is going to conjunct Uranus. Uranus likes to make change, and Taurus likes to take things slow. And that squaring off with Saturn, which has got likes boundaries again and the structure. And so this week, honestly, what I saw when I was feeling the energy this week was like trying to learn how to drive a stick shift where you're like, until you figure out how to work the pedals to make it a much smoother ride. And so I think that patience with yourself and with others through this learning process, as you figure out how are you going to restructure whatever it is that you're taking down, taking apart in your life. And it could be a relationship, it could be a physical thing, or it could be an emotional thing, or it could be, again, like, something intellectually, a restructuring of the way you think about something. There's some kind of restructuring going on here. I do want to, before I forget, for those of you that are playing along on the local level, Spirit gave us a mantra for this week. It says, I am loved beyond measure. And this is perfect. This is perfect for when that moon starts moving into the Taurus and then the sun moves into Scorpio coming up. I am loved beyond measure. There is a need to really tap into our energy of knowing how much we are loved and capable and divine in order to manifest what it is that we want. And so, Libra, this is energy that all of us can use. So, oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so there's something that needed to be taken apart. And it may not have been like this, but I keep seeing there was this building in Orlando when I lived there that they imploded. That's what I keep seeing. But it was controlled, right? It was like on purpose so that they could take it down. It was prime real estate and they wanted to build something new. So there's kind of this energy around that. So you have here envision the future. So this is precious opal. You have hematite, which is anchor in. So envision the future and anchor in. Like staking your claim. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to create. These are the practical steps. And so I think this week there's a real opportunity, especially when we get to Friday night. That moon in Taurus is going to be in trine with Pluto. Again, that wants to create this transformation. So how can you do this? So there's this anchoring in, this anchoring into your mind, into your, okay, wait, I know what the next couple steps are, or maybe you get the whole vision. We have here also the sacred center, selenite. Selenite, look at this. It's the scales of balance there. Wonder you got that. This selenite, everybody should get some selenite to work with. Selenite never needs to have its energy cleared, but it will clear. I don't know if you can see. It is like a opaque white. This one's in the shape of a heart. Oh, goodness. The lighting. There we go. It's opaque. The light shines through, but you can't really see everything. So, tapping into your heart center to find your balance. Balance is definitely a thing that comes up this week, right? It's about finding the balance. You guys are about finding the balance. Finding the balance of what intuitively feels right and what are the practical steps that you can take. What can you do? I feel like you're going to be very inspired this week. I really do. So really follow your intuition and go with it. So on Saturday morning at 12:51 a.m., the sun moves into Scorpio. And so I thought I would pull a card for a mantra for the month. This is going to be some deeply transformational energy. We've got a lot of difficult energies coming up. And so I wanted to give you something besides the I am loved beyond measure, which I think is really important for all of us to keep in our minds. I wanted to give you a special mantra. You actually get 3 birthday bonus. Okay, so these are great. Some of you are definitely getting married. We've got the embracing and the passion. Again, Dionysus. All right, so I embrace love in all of my life. I embrace love in all of my life. I am passionate and I accept and love myself. When we love ourselves first, then we have the ability to attract, using our solar plexus energy, all the good things in life. So healing energy and immense vitality flow through me easily and effortlessly. So you have the ability, through self-love and compassion for yourself, to take this inspiration and to create something new and beautiful for you in whatever area of your life it is that you are working on. So this is some beautiful energy this week. It really is. The moon is going to move into Gemini at 3:57 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. on Saturday. And I have to tell you, the moon and the sun are going to be irritating the heck out of each other. There's a lot of really stressful energy that day. And so create some space for yourself. Do not do things that you don't want to. Don't hang out with people that annoy you. Give yourself be kind and compassionate to yourself enough not to put yourself in situations that are not going to really work for you, and instead focus on what it is that you're trying to create and master. And that's a really great way to use this energy, is to create the space to think and to be inspired to do what you want, because you have here the finch, activity increases, and the penguin, trust in your dreams. And it's this black and white, this yin and this yang energy, again, of the conscious working with the subconscious. And this red on this finch, it's more, almost looks orangey. So it's like taking the sacral chakra, the creative energy, and giving it wings. So I think this is a real great week for you to get a lot of things done. So I'm wishing you a happy birthday if it is your birthday this week. I hope you had a good birthday month no matter what. And Scorpio season is coming, but if you focus on what brings you the joy and the passion, you will have the energy and the vitality to create it. So using this energy to push forward and just really trust in yourself. All right, you guys take good care. I'll talk to you soon.